What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, It Takes CJ, and guess what? You can see my face again. How you been? Been alright? Yeah? I'm still ugly? It's good to see you again. And we're back with Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Let's get into it. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I couldn't find a good camera. I didn't have enough money for it. So I just gotta get me. I got the same camera I had last time. I got hair on my chest. I thought we were in jail. Can I change my clothes? Can I put this on? Wait, no. I got a new outfit. Yes. Okay. He told us we need to find out everybody. Fabio received expensive cufflinks as a present from Monchios. Yeah, police investigation. Low-key, I don't want to let Vogel out after all that creepy stuff he did to me, because, harassment? Ooh, hold on. What are you talking about? What you talking about? Isn't it at the Capello's company? Hold on, that's a whole nother case. Vendetta? Ooh, that seems... Nope. Yep. Nope. Wife is devastated. Is that a good one? No. Claims innocent. Dead in the safe. My curiosity has piqued by talk that Basilio Capello, the owner of the famous Armor Capello home security company, has been arrested. His situation is quite peculiar. A man named Nicolo Detti has been found dead inside a safe in Basilio's store. Basilio claims innocent, but the evidence is against him. He is being held in the holding cells at the police station.
In the police? Let's pretend to be cops, eh? We could just stand around and look confused.
I knew it, bro. It's a whole nother case. Hold on. You guys can walk around? Thought everybody was in the holding cells. Evidence room? No. Wait, no, that's evidence according to my mother's room. Here we go. Where the hell's the cells? Oh, here we go.
Look, I found Werner.
Oh, thanks, John.
Werner, are you all right?
Oh, yes. Everything's fine. In fact, it's something of a family reunion. My brother spent quite some time in this place himself.
Was your name Moriarty?
I told the police everything I knew, but they refused to let you go. They require proof to free you.
Ha! What did you expect? The mighty Sherlock Holmes swans in, tells the officers what to think, and the world obeys?
Of course not. Anyway, I struck a deal with the constable, and I got a free hand in the investigation.
Like I'm just getting
I
back.
find proof to solve the case for him. He obtains files about my mother's death
and
for
brings
me.
it back on me.
Well done. If
Bro, I'm
one
helping
has
you
the
out.
Power or will,
I'm not
can
going to
act,
jail.
Then one must. I wonder, suppose you couldn't get the proof to your truth. Would you tell a lie to the guard that enabled my freedom, knowing my innocence? Would that not be just?
I would not lie for you, bro.
There are lines I will not cross, Werner. I will
don't
do
even
my
like
best
you,
to
bro. Ever
secure
since you
your
did the
release, but with
on my chin, nah, I can't mess
not
with you no more.
deception.
Really? How many white lies have you told on this island? Why not for me? Why not another?
That is absurd. I can resolve this without compromises. Do not give up hope.
Yeah, every time I do something, it's always, why wouldn't you do it for me? Why would you do that? Why not do this? Fuck, you a life coach, bro? Man. I don't know what my mom's case has to do with anything, but I need to find Monchios. Who's Monchios? Oh, is this him? Nope, can't even go in there. Okay, this is where I was. Following a report from a witness of the satanic ritual who claimed to have found a body, the raid on Monchios' mansion was granted. It resulted in the arrest of multiple suspects and dispersal of the group in masks and robes caught in the acts of gross indecency and unnatural behavior. The body of the victim was found lying on an altar with a knife wound in his chest. The officers identified the victim, Fabio, 20, a local performer and artist, arrested suspects V. Vogel. V. Vogel has a letter of an insulting nature in his possession, which had been written by the victim. He claims to have found the body. He's infamous for his eccentric personality. Yeah, he's weird. Oh, there's me. S. Holmes carried a murder weapon, a dagger with the victim's blood, and other items of evidence. He was invited by another suspect, V. Vogel, presumably to obstruct the official investigation. No, I was here and hired to find out what the fuck happened. K. Manchios, the owner of the mansion and organizer of the satanic party, paid the victim to participate in the ritual, had access to the crime scene. Okay. See, I need to find Batista. Fabio's partner, participating in the ritual, tried to escape, resisted arrest, owned a book with a description of the ritual performed in the altar room. Some of the guests are temporarily detained for further questioning. I need to find Batista. She's going to be important. Oh, the key. Bro, look at the key. Bro, look at the key.
Back on track to solve the case.
Now I can go into the rooms. Santos Pinchetti, I'm a witness who reports of suspicion of murder at Manchio's mansion in Grand Surrey during preparations for the social party. Damn, I cannot read. I heard loud noises from the closed altar room. Immediately, I thought of the sacrifice of a living being overviewed by none other than Kurt Manchios. There was blood on the walls, strange symbols, and a dagger in the heart. As soon as I was able to think clearly, I rushed to the police station to report my findings. The station responded to the deposition by sending a patrol. That's why the police came. Someone went. While the witness left the station and went home. But bro, why didn't you tell nobody else though? You just gonna walk out? That's sus. Provider of this ticket asks permission to inspect all evidence on the case 62 to 60. See, I don't know. Why would you let Pinchetti go and he saw it but left though? That makes no sense. Police, you fucking up. Yeah, he is a suspect. Pinchetti is a suspect who should be arrested and questioned. He had a key he did not mention in his disposition. Yeah, what the fuck? Yo, let this man walk. I thought he... Nope. Now I gotta go talk to the witness. Yo, where is Santos? What was this? Oh, you look like a weirdo. Hold on, you look like a weird old man that just does sexual fantasy type stuff.
Good day, Mr. Manchios.
Ooh, I
am Constable Oswald's partner in this investigation.
Be quick and gentle.
Who
Some
says
of your
that?
colleagues are untrained boors. Although I don't mind meeting young officers, the new blood here.
If you cooperate in
my
finding
God.
Fabio's murderer, there will be no need to meet
I
with
came
the
here
boss
for
again.
business.
That voice. Venice, friend? You're the policeman. What a disappointment.
Only an undercover agent can scour a ditch full of deviants. I am a consulting detective, although I'm capable of replacing the entire department through my consultations.
Sharp-tongued, I like it. May I presume this tongue will get us out of this trouble? I would be so indebted and glad to repay.
No, sir, I'm
Nothing's
fine.
changed. I'm looking for the murderer. That's the only way to get us out of trouble.
But it shouldn't take much time, correct?
Can you please sit down, sir?
After all.
I'm very uncomfortable.
I need to examine you first.
Why's this man trying to do something sexual? Where's makeup? Okay. Oh, because he's trying to appear younger for these young men. Okay. Rash from exposure to hair. You dye your hair too? Bro, look at you. Look, bro. Your hair's gone. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I know I got a big forehead. You know, I'm just waiting for my shit to get looking like yours. Let that shit go. Ooh, you got blood on your fingernails, huh? Lavishly expensive. Okay. Yeah, he hides his age. Kurt Manchios is extremely rich, eccentric, and frivolous. He's the organizer of the parties for Condono's elite and the owner of Manchio's mansion. He spends his life in the company of similarly overprivileged people. However, Mr. Manchios wishes to hide his true age from the younger participants of his party. He is concerned with aging to the point where he uses makeup and hair dye to look younger, and it's not working.
You are a little over the top with your use of makeup, Mr. Manchios. Is it so difficult for you to acknowledge your age?
Well, Sherlock, that's easy for you to say to an old man when you look as though you are barely 15.
But still, it shouldn't be an issue for someone of your status.
For people of my age, it isn't an issue, no. But the younger ones can be so afraid of wrinkles and grey flecks. I have to adapt.
Ew.
Such a methodical man who cares for his body but misses the soap under his fingernails. Are you so impatient, or perhaps even impulsive?
I wouldn't call myself that. Silly little details. If I missed it, it wasn't important. Or rather, it was less important than who or what I was focused on.
Is that directed towards me, sir? I'm trying to be professional.
What was Fabio like? His personality, his habits? Anything you can tell me?
He was the brightest star of my parties. Young, magnetic, and full of energy. I don't even want to mention his beauty. Otherwise, I'll be sobbing.
An expensive champion, I imagine.
His performances were flawless. He deserved his payment. Do you think he was murdered because of money?
Possibly.
I feel like he was your secret lover.
What about the other
honestly.
guests? Were they used to opening their wallets as well?
I wouldn't restrict my guests from anything. I'm sure Fabio received a few coins from others for his services.
Is Fabio a gigolo?
Mr. Vogel told me a little about your parties, but I would like to know more directly from you.
I'm all yours, Sherlock. You have me arrested and locked here with you alone.
Why gonna make everything so weird, bro? I'm just trying to do my job.
Why did you invite Mr. Vogel as your special guest?
He's a pretty fellow. He's capable of surprising the public.
But he's doing a
He has
fantastic
a talent
job
for
on
saying
his
words
character,
that
though.
no one
He's
else
really
would wish
living
to
it.
either say or hear.
I suppose I can't argue with that.
He is a free addition to the eccentricity of the party, which is fine by me, as long as it enhances my party.
Who did
I'd
you
like to know
invite?
who you usually invite to your parties.
Free minds who are able to leave reality for an evening, who can taste forbidden fruit without prejudice. There is nothing that quite spices up life like these parties, assuming one is old enough and has worked many years for the good of one's country.
Oh, all true labourers, I see.
Oh yeah, what did I have? I want to talk about that thing on your fingernails.
You better ask someone else.
Not his profile. Santo.
I've no idea about that.
Oh, it's right here.
You bought an expensive pair of cufflinks for Fabio. Were they his price? Or were they a tip for an exclusive show?
Ooh,
It was
Charlotte
pure
to
business.
The dirty.
Fabio escorted me a few times. I was merely showing my gratitude.
This pair cost a small fortune.
Escorted me
You
with
must
sex.
be extremely grateful then. Tell me more.
You've thrust a knife in an exposed nerve, Sherlock. Yes, he was my protege and my beacon also. With my experience and his beauty, we could have achieved anything. I had faith in him. I would have made him.
Okay, what else we got? No, Fabio's murder.
I've no idea about that. You'd better ask someone else.
Oh,
I've no idea
Wait,
about
no.
that.
what the fuck was I gonna use? No.
I've no idea about that.
Are you kidding me? Okay, yes.
Do you have any idea who tipped off the police to raid your mansion, Mr. Manchios?
Of course, it was you. I could even say you Sherlocked me
Oh
in
my
here.
God.
A good guess, but the wrong one. The fellow who did that was Mr. Pinchetti, your major domo.
What? Santos? But how could he even know? If he's not the murderer himself. The ungrateful swine. He has dared to besmirch my reputation.
But there was
Not
a murder.
a very eloquent choice of words.
What should I call him then, since he's a snitch?
Ooh.
Make him talk, Sherlock. I'm quite certain he knows more about the murder than he has told the police.
That man just said snitches get stitches. Oh, you're Montista, huh? Hold on, let me check my Mind Palace. Kurt Manchios carefully prepared himself for the depravity. Yeah. See, I knew it. Just making sure I just clear the sound. Don't care what John thinks. Pisses me off. Pinchetti is a suspect who should be arrested in court. Wait, I already knew this one. Okay. Fabio was killed in a ritual murder. The ritual was a cover. Yeah, where you know that? Kurt Manchios carefully prepared himself to depravity. Manchios washed himself after the murder. No, I need more information. I need more information. Matista, my dear.
I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm helping Constable Oswald. You are Matista, Fabio's friend.
This body, yes, it's Matista. But it's a mere shell that will die someday. Just like Fabio.
Excuse me? Condolences?
Please accept my condolences for your friend.
Why should she say this one? I'm
I'm just
weird
here
vibes.
to ask questions and find Fabio's murderer.
It will not bring
Look at
Fabio
those
back.
eyes. She got something on her neck too. I saw that. Yep, I knew it. Ooh, recently. Oh, there's something on her chest. Primitive occult tattoo? Okay. Nervous. Are you suicidal? Old and healing cuts. Yes, she's suicidal. Wait, no. It has to be on her underarm. She's trying to kill herself. Maybe she does that to calm herself down? With the fucking branding iron? Oh, this game's wild. Was she tied up? Oh my god. Matista, the performer and Fabio's partner, has had a difficult life. She was branded and enslaved while still a child. While enslaved, she met Fabio, hence there's similar branding, old scars as a result of her slavery during adolescence. She continues to be haunted by these traumatic experiences. She has a genuine interest in mysticism since she has tattooed her body with occult symbols. Matista tries to get over her past, and the life of a performer seems to be an opportunity for her to earn money. No, she's disassociated from her body. Batista's performer, yeah. Seems to be quite mad about her body after years of abuse. She sells herself to the guests who do whatever they want to her. She's not afraid to step over her line. Also, yeah, I think she's disassociated from her body because she said this one. That tipped me off. Because no one just says that.
You have both old and new scars. Some from the time when you were a slave with Fabio. Other scars have a different origin. The guests pay good money to torment you?
I am skilled in giving pleasure, but I don't participate in such practices.
I thought your body was...
For sale? It's true. Many unwanted things were done to my body. And the pain helped me to discover...
Occult deities? Yes, the tattoo speaks loudly of it.
Yes. Your gods abandoned me, and the ones I favor now are more protective of me.
How did you escape?
Something happened. One night the master fell down the stairs. I made him fall.
Oh,
and
damn.
he died. We ran away that day. We managed to get on a ship and traveled here, to Gordona. Fabio and I started a new life here.
I made him fall
It
down
was
the
very
stairs.
hard at first, but it became better with time. Until today.
The bruises on your neck are not self-inflicted. Someone else made them.
Some guests can't contain themselves. They even bite, sometimes.
Ooh. Here we go. Mattia suffered bruises on her body from brutal interaction with the guests during the party. Of course. Elites don't give a fuck. Let's see. Fabio bruised Matista during their fight in the smoking lounge. Fabio bruised Matista. Matista was bruised by the guests. She's nervous though. Let me look back at her profile. But she was nervous at the same time though.
I know I can handle the news.
Let me go talk to Santos though. Is he here?
This area is restricted.
My fault. Where's Santos at? I need him. He's a key suspect. I'm talking to Werner, this weirdo. Let's see.
I don't think I can tell you anything about this. I'm not supposed to know anything about this. I can't follow you here.
Fuck, bro, what do you want from me?
I have learned who told the police about the crime. It was Santos Pinchetti.
Do I know him?
The major domo of the manor. He cleans up after you?
Well, then he does his job perfectly. All but invisible. I couldn't tell you the first thing about him.
Damn, bro. You're useless to me, man. What is in here? Hold on. Where's Santos at? We'll talk to Fabio.
I can't wrap my head around such a
Fabio's
tragedy
dead.
at my party.
Who the fuck am I supposed to talk to? He's not even here. How the fuck am I supposed to find him? He is the perfect suspect. I need to find him. It all comes down to him. Okay. He's in the archives. Where is he?
Have you considered Mr. Santos Pinchetti as a suspect?
The snitch? Have you seen him? I mean, my breath could knock him down. What's so special about him?
As a major domo, he has keys that open all the rooms, including the one to the crime
This man
scene.
said
Could have
he can't
testified
do it
only
because he
to
looked at his
circumvent
body.
suspicion, don't you think? We need to question him.
Right. I'll send our men to fetch him. Stay here. They brought him in, Mr. Holmes. Here's the key to Interrogation Room number 7. Mr. Pinchetti didn't even resist, our men said.
Thank you.
Alright. Oh wait, let me talk to you about
You
something
can question Mr. Pinchetti in the Interrogation Room.
Interrogation Room 7. Oh, wrong room. Is there actually numbers? Oh, there is. 7 should be on the left. Yeah.
Mr. Pinchetti, a pleasure to meet you. I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm helping Constable Oswald.
I've already told him
That
everything
man
I
don't
know.
look weak at
I'm only a
all.
witness, sir. Everything's in my report.
And I've read it. You forgot to mention that you hold the keys to the room where Fabio was found. I need only to find if the crime was intentional.
But I need to return to my duties.
I doubt the house will fall without you, Mr. Pinchetti. Just be still for a
He's
few
trying to clear up
seconds.
the scene. This dude doesn't look weak at all. Where's the, he can fall down with just a breath. Ooh, what's on your neck? Ooh, allergy? Colored more than once? Repaired multiple times. Those are like stab wounds or cuts. Oh wow, are you poor, bro? Stepped in blood. Okay, despite being employed at the highest position within the household, he appears to be poor. His body shows symptoms of paralysis. Mr. Pinchetti hides his damaged skin under layers of makeup. The major domo's suit had multiple holes that had been patched for soon to renovate the suit's look. Mr. Pinchetti has dyed it, yep. Despite having enough money, Mr. Pinchetti spends as little as possible. Cheap makeup hides imperfections on his body. Intent to look more modern. No, bro. He's having financial difficulties.
You are the major domo of a rich mansion, and you seem barely able to afford decent clothing. You hide under heavy makeup a skin disease that might be treated with more onerous but less harmful means. Do you have money troubles?
I do not have a lot of means. The pay is below what you might expect.
But you could easily change your job if your employer does not meet your elementary needs.
I'm saying,
One
why are you
can change
staying?
his employer, that is true.
And the blood on your shoe, where does that come from?
I don't actually know. Perhaps from a guest?
Did you know Fabio?
Sus.
Not personally. He was a frequent guest, and cleaning the mess after his performances was tedious. Mr. Manchios always had a role for him, and mainly the leading one. The parties were always Fabio-centric.
Yeah, your
Was
boss
she as
loved
popular
him.
as her partner?
Don't tell her I said this, but I do not think so. Mr. Manchios hired her only because Fabio refused to work without her. Mr. Manchios used to see her as a worker. She was tasked with entertaining the guests, unlike Fabio, who could pick and choose.
That's fucked up. Oh, maybe she got jealous.
I recognize the key from the altar room among these.
Small note attached to the will says, Santos, my hopeful slug. You begged me to include you in my will, so I did. Here's my latest revision of the will. Kurt. Protection of the will under the note. Santos Pinchetti, the major domo of Manchio's mansion, receives a jar of mustache wax and a salt lamp that he might always remember his caring employer, Kurt Manchios. Fuck you. Yo, what? This man left him some mustache wax and what? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. The amount of disrespect you can do to one person like that. Let me see if I talk to Werner.
I know you can untangle this mess.
Bro, I'd be mad too. I'm so sorry, bro.
Mr. Manchios says that you begged him to be included in the heritage. Isn't that a little extreme, even for a major domo?
He's not only my employer, he's my uncle.
Oh.
And I'm his next of kin. The only one. Mr. Manchios flatly refuses to pay a family member. All I have to do is repay his so-called love, cleaning up the filth after perverts and decadents. He's imprisoned me. The best I can hope for is a new broom. That's why I wanted to have my part of the inheritance.
Is it that bad? You have a roof above your head, a salary, and the status of a major domo.
For God's sake. I'm forced to dye and stitch my threadbare clothes, and the holes in my shoes are painful. I'm ashamed every time a guest looks at me closely.
Why do you think your uncle treats you this way?
My mother, my uncle's sister, had me illegitimately. She died, and I was given the surname of one of the maids.
But you are entitled to some of the money that belongs to your family.
He thinks not. I was not responsible for my mother's death. I work hard, and he pays me nothing. I feed on the leftovers.
That's fucked.
While he wastes our estate's property on decadent parties. He paid Fabio handsomely and showered him with expensive gifts for their disgusting relationship.
Ooh, I see a motive. I see a motive. But why are you taking it on your nephew, though? It's kind of fucked. Nothing? Really? No. Here we go. Manchetti has been forced to work for Kurt Manchios in a desperate hope of obtaining heritage, but it hasn't paid off. No shit. The man ridiculed you and the murderer cleaned themselves? Santos Pinchetti failed to notice a blood stain on the side of his shoe while cleaning himself after the murder. Ooh. Yeah, I'm talking to you, man, Cheetos. You're kind of fucked, bro. Here's the will.
I've read the letter about your will. A harsh method of ridiculing Santos. I doubt
Mustache
you use
wax.
mustache
I
wax
murdered
when
him
he wears
myself.
no mustache to begin with.
Where did you get it? Is the slug here? Tell him I shouldn't have to provide for him. He's a grown man who shouldn't sit on his uncle's neck. He conceives himself as my only heir.
And who is he to you?
He's a leech on my aging body. He has only added problems to my life since the death of his mother.
I fail to see why you made him your major domo.
He needed to know his place, so I taught him.
Uh-huh. Who do I talk to this about a fucking evidence ticket? Oh yeah, the evidence room. Fuck's the evidence room?
Good night. Your ticket, please, if you want me to help you.
No. Oh, here we go.
This is not a ticket.
My fault. Oh.
Don't you understand what a ticket is?
My fault.
I'd like to check the evidence from this case.
And who are you?
Oswald sent me. I'm a consulting detective.
His partner, then? Let me see. Ah, a ritual murder. What a bunch of degenerates.
Right?
Wait a second.
Dirty
I'll
bastards.
bring it to the table.
Oh, wow. That was quick.
It's a miracle this ruby hasn't tempted anyone.
Whose keys are these? Machio's?
All the keys of the mansion on one golden ring.
Oh, wow.
A heavily perfumed handkerchief with the initials KM in the corner.
This man trying to stay sexy for these young ones that don't want him. The letter was found in Vogel's evidence box. Is your mind unsound? You can't control your bitterness, not around me anyway. For me, it's too great a risk to ignore that kind of behavior. I can speak, and play with anyone I choose. I'm not another Batista. You pay me, but you haven't bought me. Of course, I'll keep all of your generous donations, even though they're hard to compensate for the last terrible outburst. I'm leaving you, although Batista will still be around. But Fabio. Fabio's gonna leave.
Not the time for privacy. Werner's personal sketchbook. An emergency kit for boredom.
Who's those? The drug himself? It's Batista's?
A handcrafted charm that contains hair and nail clippings.
Okay, that's weird.
Her key to the altar room.
The power of love, blood, and mandrake.
That's not for bedtime reading.
Can I open it? What do you want me to do here?
This ex libris belongs to Manchios Library.
The police found this occult book in Batista's bag during the arrest. According to the ex libris, the tome was taken from Mr. Manchios' collection. It contains illustrations and descriptions of a ritual similar to the crime scene. Prepare the naked body of a recently deceased object of interest. Draw symbols of Mars and Venus to enhance the power you possess. To force the force of male and female nature. Pierce his heart with a golden dagger to be rid of the blood that does not love you. Ooh. Draw a symbol representing your love while waiting for the resurrection. Recite the charm.
The book describes a ritual similar to the one performed in the altar room. Thank you, officer.
It's gotta be Manchios, because Fabio was gonna leave him, and he says, get rid of the blood that doesn't love you. Kurt, I'm on you, bro! On God, I'm on him. I'm on him. No? Really? Here we go. According to Santos Pinchetti, by the content of the letter may have been addressed to Kurt. Yeah. Duh. Where you at, Kurt? I'm gonna talk to you about this, bro. I'm on you, bro. Let's see. Yep.
There is undeniable evidence that you were the original recipient of this letter.
What are you talking about? Is it addressed to me?
Your protege wanted a fresh start, it seems. This is sufficient to charge you.
Me? Hurt my star? Are you insane that you would accuse me of such a thing?
He did not consider himself as yours. Since you deny everything, let's move on. Do you have any idea as to how the letter could have ended up in Mr. Vogel's pocket?
You were the detective. Perhaps he took it from Fabio. Werner was a little high.
Okay.
Do you recognize this book? Could Matista have borrowed it from your library?
She didn't ask me. How ungrateful.
The things described in the book were inspiration for the rituals you performed?
Do you really believe that blood, symbols, and incantations can resurrect the dead? They are just eerie tales with a mix of occultism and voodoo. My rituals are a stage to show some of the forbidden pleasures.
He does feel like someone doesn't believe in that occult shit. He's just there for the sex. But Matista, you believe in that hardcore.
Let's continue our chat a little later.
Hey, whoa, hold on.
This book, The Power of Love, Blood, and Mandrake, what do you hope to achieve?
To learn more about the invisible strengths that govern us. Occultism is real. The master who fell that night when Fabio and I escaped, I made him fall. I cast a spell on him and it worked.
Or was it a coincidence?
The universe is rarely so lazy.
If you say so.
Ooh, I'm scared.
Could Fabio have written this letter to Kurt Manchios?
Oh, that could be. I never thought Mr. Manchios could make Fabio that angry, though.
What do you mean?
Well, Fabio wanted to disassociate from Mr. Manchios. Clients who are in love are both a blessing and a curse.
But Fabio was here tonight.
Money. In our line of work, we can't afford to turn down clients who pay as well as Kurt Manchios.
Was Fabio afraid of Mr. Manchios?
Not at all. The old toad wouldn't dare to do more than sweet talk and touching. Talk can be forgotten.
That can just be
and touching washed away.
Do you practice occult rituals?
For protection? For fortune? To wash away the ugliness of the world? Sometimes to survive. I have the gift, and I'm learning to use it better.
Did you use your gift on Fabio?
I only used white magic. Love charms lately. Fabio became so distant. I just wanted him to be with me, but I suppose I'm not as skilled as I thought.
I have reason to believe that the intended recipient of the incriminating letter may have been Kurt Manchios.
Well, that makes sense. Too bad I can't remember how I came to possess it. Though I did spend quite some time with Mr. Manchios during the party.
Unfortunately, even with an answer, that may still not be enough to clear you with the police. But fear not, I will persevere.
I hope your attempt to put things straight will make up for...
you being on a bender?
Touché.
God, you're annoying. Alright. Okay, Vogel is held because of the letter. Kurt Manchios had feelings for Fabio. Trusting in the cult over Fabio? What? Fabio shouted Kurt Manchios' feelings. Okay. Yeah. Vogel took the letter under influence. Vogel took the letter whilst under the effects of various substances. Kurt Manchios slipped the letter in Vogel's pocket to make him look like a suspect. Ooh. The only way for Santos Pinchetti to right his wrongs is to get rid of his monstrous uncle. Pinchetti should be punished for the crime of murder, but he has suffered enough and deserves a fresh start after a prison sentence. Santo Pinchetti snapped. After years of disrespect, Pinchetti devised a plan to be rid of his uncle. However, misery and despair cannot justify murder. Ooh, a noose around his neck? Damn. Okay, what about this? But then Pinchetti missed the blood spatter though. Yeah, Matisse was bruised by guests. The ritual was a fucking cover. He didn't die there. Wait, what? No, not during a cult ritual. He died after the ritual. Yeah, because that doesn't make any fucking sense. All the clues are pointing towards the nephew. Matisse may have performed a ritual on Fabio to bring his love back. Ooh, that is also fucking true. But it's also true that I don't think she would do that though. Look, boom. Santos Pinchetti failed to notice a blood stain on the side sheet while cleaning himself after the murder. Santos Pinchetti may have stepped in the blood while discovering the crime scene. That also makes sense. And then they switched into an outfit and left. Ooh. Batista was afraid of Fabio's growing popularity and ambitions. She wanted to keep him with her for as long as possible. In a last-ditch effort, Matisse conducted a love ritual during which she killed Fabio. Matisse is a product of a tormented life. She knows no difference between good and evil. She wanted her love Fabio to stay with her always. But she deserves help. She needs to be treated and have a chance to go past an asylum. Matisse uses occultism as a way to avenge her miserable life. She stabbed Fabio to keep him close to her. She should be held accountable for her deeds. Any judge will give her a death sentence without hesitation. I feel like she... But she seems so cool and collected, though. It's just a way for her. I don't know. Fuck, I don't know, bro. I don't fucking know. Hold on. I didn't talk about this angry little to somebody. Did I talk about you? No!
Batista, you killed Fabio during the ritual.
What? No. I could never.
Fucking hell.
You were there when Fabio was killed.
I didn't mean
he
to
fought for his
her.
life and inflicted those bruises on your body, but you knocked him out eventually.
I was with the guests all the time.
No,
Manchio
because
ordered
the
me.
other dude got injured. He had blood on his fucking hands. Can I load back? I got low back.
You knocked out Fabio with a bottle.
Because I didn't want
You locked
this
the door and placed him on the altar. You cast spells and pushed a blade between his ribs. The blood from his wound was used to draw symbols across his body and the room itself.
No.
You wanted to use your gift
This is
to
not
resurrect
what I
him,
wanted,
but
bro.
he failed to
Because
wake
the
up.
other dude, he fought
So
back
you
and he
cleaned
had
yourself
blood
up
on
and
his
left the
hand.
room, realizing the full scale of what you'd done.
That's just wrong. I didn't do it. You didn't see what happened.
Then tell me, what did happen?
I don't know. I wasn't there. You weren't either.
It wasn't her, because Monchios wasn't found during the whole fucking thing, bro.
Fabio was a rising star. Cordona
I got a
already
little
knew
bit
of him,
because I thought I
and
could
you
ask her
were
about
not as
the
popular.
fucking letter.
Your duo was coming to an end. He would have left you, and you were afraid of that. Since you believe in your gift, you thought you could revive him after death. And that time, he would have
I
stayed.
got a little back.
That is not true. I was afraid of him leaving me, but I would never have hurt him.
My God.
I can see that life hasn't been kind
Can I
to
just
you.
skip this? I'm
Since
skipping
childhood,
this. I'm skipping this because this is not what I want. What am I gonna do? Okay, so it's not over yet. No, I need to load back because that's not what I wanted. Is it this one? I don't know why I'm always out here. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Letter from Fabio. Who do I talk to about this? I talked to Werner about it. Oh, Santos. I didn't talk to Santos yet. No.
Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Pinchetti. We'll continue later.
Okay, who the fuck do I need to talk to about this damn letter?
I can't wrap my head around such a tragedy at my party.
I can't even accuse you? That's crazy. You're not a suspect?
The air here is rather refreshing.
Who the fuck do I talk to?
I'd even
about this
recommend
letter?
that some of my friends visit the place.
The constable. Where the fuck is the constable? Oh, he's in archives. He's in archives. Their laughs are killing me. Here we go.
This letter proves nothing. Fabio wrote it to Mr. Manchios. It's time to free Mr. Vogel.
Do you really think I'm that naive? I need proof, not words from his friend.
Very well. Mr. Pinchetti told me that Mr. Manchios was lavishing Fabio with expensive and eccentric gifts. The letter mentions rich rewards and attempts to buy Fabio with them. It was written to Mr. Manchios. Who else was showering Fabio with luxuries to buy him? It doesn't fit Mr. Vogel's character.
Look here. We had a deal. Give me the murderer and then take your friend with you. I won't budge otherwise.
Well, fine, but you're just wasting time.
Santos was trying to frame Batista with the ritual murder. It's all coming together because he knew. Because maybe he read it and was like, yo, I can get my uncle to love me if he uses Fabio's blood. Because I can't see Batista winning that fight against Fabio. Boom.
I know who killed Fabio.
So I'm free to go, sir?
Quite the opposite. I think it was you, Mr. Pinchetti.
That is not possible.
Allow me to explain.
Staged ritual.
You staged this decadent ritual so you would not be suspected. After a short fight, you knocked Fabio unconscious. You locked the door and dragged the body to the altar. You wanted to set up someone acquainted with this masquerade.
I don't have the nerve to kill or stage a murder. I can't even leave my uncle's house.
You wanted to flame Kurt.
You wanted to be rid of your dear uncle. I myself barely know him and already find him intolerable. You've worked for him for years. Santos, do this. Santos, do that. He doesn't pay you. He doesn't recognize your work. He doesn't see you as family. But you thought that heritage might be yours. Instead, all you'll ever receive is mustache wax. It is painful to witness such a situation. I cannot imagine how it must be for you. So, you decided to frame your uncle. Put the blame for Fabio's murder on him. That way, the heritage is yours, and you are free of it.
Half of what you say is true. I'm in pain. I have had a hard time with my uncle, but I'm not a murderer. I can't even stand up to my uncle. How could I have killed Fabio? He did nothing to me.
He was a source of your troubles too, though. Especially since Mr. Manchios treated him like a...
Like a king. What? Why does it keep skipping words? What the fuck is going on?
The blood on your shoe tells me that you were with Fabio. You stabbed him with the dagger while he was still alive. You drew a sigil on him. There was a great deal of blood. You needed to remove it. Blood is almost like glue. It sticks to everything, dries quickly, and is quite visible. But you know how to handle stains. You are Kurt Manchios' major domo. However, despite your best efforts...
You missed a spot.
You missed a spot.
It doesn't make sense.
Why is it cutting out so early?
I was never there. I am convinced there's a reasonable explanation.
I gotta be true to my justice ways.
Your hate for Mr. Manchios was so strong you killed an innocent person. Your uncle did that to you. I could have understood that you wanted to see him gone. No one could tolerate that much humiliation. But you killed Fabio. You staged the ritual, tried to frame your uncle. But you killed Fabio.
No, wait. I know it seems like I did it, but I didn't.
Oh, enough. Save your prayers for the after.
I hope I'm right. Should inform constable of my foundings. Could I still accuse somebody else though? Let me see.
I'd weep if I had any tears left at all.
Damn, bro, you cold-blooded. Oh, he's in archives.
Santos Pinchetti is our man. The coward nephew, filled with bitterness, turned to murder. I have all the evidence for you.
That worm had the guts to kill. I'm impressed.
Impressed? He killed an innocent man who did him no harm whatsoever, just to charge his uncle.
Well, I have a word for that. Loser.
A strong noose is what
Okay.
you should get, I believe.
Agreed. That's an ending that would get me a fine promotion. As for my part, not everything was in place.
I really wanted to get Manchillos, but I
Perhaps some
couldn't.
documents were transferred somewhere else, but I couldn't find a trace of them. Then I remembered. The discarded document drawers where we put the lost papers or the badly labelled ones. Including the crime scene report of Violet Holmes's case. Everything I found is on the desk here. Take it.
Your persistence has saved me.
Yeah, well, we had a deal after
Forgot I
all.
had TikTok open on my phone.
Your friend is free then. You can leave.
Good luck, Constable.
I'm gonna keep that in the video. I'm just gonna let y'all know.
Oh, you did it, Sherlock. The case is closed and all rewards belong to the winner. Bravo.
Well, thank
It
you.
is merely the triumph of the truth.
Is it? No compromises? No lies? You're happy with your decisions?
Man, why you always gotta do that, bro? It is what it is. Acceptable outcome. It is what it is.
Whatever the truth, it had to be revealed. The victim deserved it.
Well, you seem confident in the value of your actions. I guess since I'm free, you were heard after all.
He's gotta be
By the way,
Moriarty,
did you
bro.
get that precious information
I
about
need
your
him
mother?
to be Moriarty.
Oh, not that you must.
Yes, I did.
Everywhere I go, he
Forgive my
always
intrusion
has
in
a
such a
crime
personal
he's
matter.
either involved in
I
or
simply
knows
worry
about.
I'm failing
There's
to
no
be of
way
much
he's
help
not
to you.
Moriarty.
Actually, you were. For some
He
reason,
may not be
all the
him now
archives on
because
the
remember,
case
this
had
is chapter
disappeared.
1.
This was a rare
Chapter 2,
opportunity
he might
to
say, "Oh,
obtain
I'm
the impossible.
Moriarty."
Outrageous. Perhaps someone found the truth unpleasant.
Verna was just
Society usually
a
rejects
disguise.
those who speak with too much honesty, doesn't it?
Another
A
name.
comfortable lie is often preferred to an uncomfortable truth.
You don't know that yet.
Still, I believe that the latter should prevail, and I cannot remain silent.
That's quixotism at its best. Your mere truth cannot defeat institutions, systems, and power. Etiquette, religion, marriage, they're all lies told to preserve connections, love, and sanity, and it's all corruptible.
Lies destroy human dignity. How could you make a
Do you
free
not see the
decision
back and
without
forth that they're
any
having? Only
knowledge of the
Moriarty
truth?
gets this
Are
back
we
and
really
forth with Sherry.
free to decide
You
anything in
cannot
this world?
tell me he's not
Sherlock?
Moriarty. Spare me the lecture.
I get enough obnoxious pontification from my brother, so please, spare me your lecture.
Forgive my love for moral philosophy. I know I tend to ramble. You're a walking contradiction, Sherlock. You refuse to lie to others, but constantly lie to yourself. How long until the train comes off the track? I cannot look away, but perhaps I should take a few steps back. You're an accident waiting to happen, dear. Until then, I shall bid you adieu.
There's no way you're not gonna become my arch enemy, bro. There's no way. Okay, Oswald found a copy of the missing report of my mother's death. He left it on the table in the police archives. He says on the desk. Where the fuck? Oh. Report 0 to 43. Officers arrived to find the deceased identified as Mrs. Violet Holmes, lying in the garden of Stonewood Manor. Visual inspection showed the victim to be thoroughly soaked with a deep vertical incision 2 inches in length down her throat. She was murdered. Her face was swollen and covered in red blotches, likely caused of death hypoxia. Awaiting confirmation from the medical examiner, main suspect Otto Richter was arrested on the scene. The body was sent for autopsy. So my mother was murdered and fucking Mycroft lied? First was tuberculosis, then he said she was crazy, and now my mom got murdered? Dead in the pond in the house, outside the house. It's fucked. My brother's a dickhead. How the hell you gonna lie to me for so many years, bro, and tell me my mom died of tuberculosis? I just found out she was dead.
There's a garden behind our manor. How could I forget? That's where it all happened, where it all went wrong.
Sherry, it looks like you've almost found what you wanted.
Yeah, and then John's getting worse every time I find out the truth about what happened to my mom. What's going on with that? I don't know. This is weird. Soaking wet. She seemed to have suffered, but she just said she had a 2-inch incision in her fucking throat. Yes. Slit. What the fuck? My mother drowned. Her throat wound could either be a fun humiliation by the killer or desperate attempt to save her. No fucking way. It makes no sense to do this if she was drowned. Yeah, it makes no fucking sense. Mycroft did not like the methods of Dr. Otto Richter and did not trust him. Yeah, what the fuck is going on? He brought tea? What? What does tea got to do with anything? That's so annoying. That's so annoying.
He's even been putting up posters, poor man.
Alright, but that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe. Helps me grow the channel so I can get more people to come and visit. You know, if you guys like the content, let them know. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.